In the previous video, we talked about top 14 unbelievable facts. If you would like to watch that video, a link will be provided in the description below so you can watch that video first. In this video, I'm also going to be sharing some other unbelievable facts which you will hardly believe that it ever happened or things like this exist. Before starting the video, please make sure you're subscribed to our channel for other more amazing content. Now, let's get started. Number 1. Platypuses don't have nipples. The platypus is a truly unusual animal in many ways, including the fact that it is an egg-laying, warm-blooded mammal. It only exists in Australia. It somewhat resembles the love child of a duck and a beaver. The fact that female platypuses lack nipples despite having mammary glands should be added to this list. After the babies hatch, the mother platypus sweats the milk from her belly into the creases of her skin, where it collects for the puggles, a baby platypus or platypup, to lick up. Number 2. OMG dates back to World War I. Many common phrases like LOL, BRB, and ILY were shortened into abbreviations when online chat rooms became popular. As texting became more popular, this practice grew. When it finally transitioned to speech, you might hear a teenager exclaim OMG in surprise or delight. The term oh my god was first abbreviated as OMG in a 1917 letter from Lord Fisher to Winston Churchill. Fisher penned OMG, oh my god, shower it on the Admiralty, as his final words in the letter. Number 3. Your brain is an insane hard drive. 1 billion neurons or nerve cells make up your brain. Over 1 trillion connections exist between each neuron and its roughly 1,000 neighboring neurons. Because of the way that memories are stored through these connections, your brain has the capacity to store roughly 2.5 petabytes of memory. That is the same as operating your DVR continuously for more than 300 years, which is almost equal to 3 million hours of TV shows. Number 4. Wasps attack when drunk. It's not just you if you've noticed that wasps seem to become more aggressive when you're spending more time outside in the late summer trying to soak up the sun before fall. Worker wasps only have one task: to bring nectar to the queen. When they have accumulated all they can, they will be left with nothing to do. So, they do what many of us would do. They consume fermented fruit to get high. They gorge themselves on fallen fruit, and in their drunken stupor, decide to attack something much larger than themselves. Number 5. Boston was nearly destroyed by a flood of molasses. While a tidal wave of sweet, sticky molasses racing through a city at nearly 35 miles per hour may sound amusing, the reality was tragic. A large tank of molasses at a distillery close to Boston's North End ruptured in 1919, spilling 2.3 million gallons of the thick liquid into Keene Square. The thick liquid severely damaged nearby buildings and railroads and turned the harbor's water brown for at least 6 months. The human cost was high as well. 150 people were injured and 21 people died. Number 6. The CIA once tried to create spy cats. In order to gain an advantage over the Soviets during the Cold War's height in the 1960s, American intelligence agencies tried some pretty odd tactics. CIA agents tried to insert listening devices into cats' ears as part of a project called Acoustic Kitty in order to listen in on top-secret conversations. The first cat was placed close to the Soviet embassy in Washington, D.C., but some reports claim that a taxi almost immediately ran over the poor animal. After discovering how challenging it is to train a cat, the CIA's geniuses decided to end the project in 1967. Number 7. A king's remains were found in a parking lot. Richard III, who reigned over England for only 2 years, from 1483 to 1485, is best known as the hunchbacked antagonist of Shakespeare's play. The real Richard III was lost to time in more ways than one. He had a fuzzier personality in real life, and the gravestone that marked his resting place vanished in the 1600s, making it impossible to find his remains for many years. His final resting place was discovered beneath a present-day parking lot only in 2012, when historians were able to locate the site of the church where he was interred. Number 8. It takes about a week to make a jelly bean. It's likely that you haven't given jelly beans much thought. They must be produced in the millions by factories because they are so small. Nevertheless, depending on the flavor, the entire procedure takes 6 to 10 days. The jelly or sugar syrup is first heated, combined, and allowed to cool. When it's time to add the outer layer, it is piped into tiny cornstarch molds and allowed to cool. After that, the jelly centers are placed in sizable rotating drums where sugar, flavoring, and color are gradually added to create a shell around each one. Number 9. A kangaroo saved the life of the man who rescued her. When Australian Len Richards discovered a baby kangaroo whose mother had been struck by a car, he took the animal home and gave her the name Lulu. She was raised by the Richards family as a pet on their expansive farm. Len was knocked out by a falling branch on his property one day in 2003, and Lulu stayed by him, yapping loudly until his family could find him. Len survived his injuries, and animal experts remarked on how unlikely the loyal behavior is for a kangaroo. Number 10. It's illegal to chew gum in Singapore. If you've ever examined the underside of a public bench, you'll likely comprehend why chewing gum should be prohibited. The import and sale of chewing gum became forbidden in Singapore in 1992 after the country's prime minister grew tired of the cost of cleaning wads of gum off of public spaces and the brand new public transportation system. Despite the fact that the ban is still in effect, the government made an exception in 2004 for some varieties of sugar-free gum offered by dentists or pharmacists, who are required to keep a record of every customer's name. Number 11. Lead was once used in makeup. You're probably aware that products like Crystal and gasoline once contained lead, which is now known to be extremely harmful. However, if you go back even further in time, you'll discover a number of different civilizations that enjoyed applying lead makeup to their faces. Lead salts were used in the kohl that the ancient Egyptians used to line their eyes and in the face cream that the ancient Roman women used to whiten their skin. Even Queen Elizabeth I used a lead and vinegar mixture to soften her skin on her face. And finally, number 12. The Mona Lisa has no eyebrows. People always wonder why Mona Lisa doesn't have any eyebrows. This mystery has been solved, all thanks to an engineer named Pascal Cotte. When Da Vinci had painted Mona Lisa, he indeed painted her eyebrows, but over time, these eyebrows were eroded due to cleaning over time to the point where it's no longer visible today. So that's the end of the video. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and press the notification bell so you never miss out on our next videos. Until the next video, take care.